What it does: Linux troubleshooting is the process of identifying and resolving issues on a Linux system. In this case, we'll focus on diagnosing high CPU, memory leak, and disk full issues on a Linux server. We'll use various commands to identify the problems and explain each command in detail. Diagnosing high CPU issues. What it does: the top command is used to display real-time system activity, including CPU usage. Command/example. Breaking it down, the top command displays a list of running processes, including their CPU usage, memory usage, and other details. The output is updated in real time, allowing you to quickly identify processes that are consuming excessive CPU resources. Common mistakes: beginners often forget to use the top command with the C flag, which displays the full command line of each process, making it easier to identify the problematic process. Try this next. Use the top command, which is an interactive version of top, providing more features and a user-friendly interface. Pro tip: use the top command with the B flag to run it in batch mode, which allows you to redirect the output to a file for later analysis. Diagnosing memory leak issues. What it does: the free command is used to display the amount of free and used memory on the system. Command/example. Breaking it down, the free command displays the total amount of memory, used memory, free memory, and other details. The M flag displays the output in megabytes, making it easier to read. Common mistakes: beginners often forget to use the free command with the S flag, which displays the output at regular intervals, allowing you to monitor memory usage over time. Try this next. Use the map command to display the memory map of a process, which can help identify memory leaks. Pro tip: use the sysdig command to monitor system calls and identify memory leaks. Diagnosing disk full issues. What it does: the df command is used to display disk usage statistics. Command/example. Breaking it down, the df command displays the total disk space, used disk space, free disk space, and other details. The H flag displays the output in human-readable format, making it easier to read. Common mistakes: beginners often forget to use the df command with the T flag, which displays the file system type, which can help identify issues with specific file systems. Try this next. Use the do command to estimate disk usage of a directory, which can help identify large files or directories. Pro tip: use the do command to display a graphical representation of disk usage, making it easier to identify large files and directories. Using SAR command for system activity reporting. What it does: the SAR command is used to display system activity information, including CPU usage, memory usage, and disk usage. Command/example. Breaking it down, the SAR command displays a summary of system activity, including CPU usage, memory usage, and disk usage. The output is updated in real time, allowing you to quickly identify issues. Common mistakes: beginners often forget to use the SAR command with the F flag, which displays the output in a file, allowing you to analyze system activity over time. Try this next. Use the systat command to display system statistics, including CPU usage, memory usage, and disk usage. Pro tip: use the SAR command with the S flag to display system activity information at regular intervals, allowing you to monitor system activity over time. Using dump command for network troubleshooting. What it does: the dump command is used to capture and display network traffic. Command/example. Breaking it down, the dump command captures and displays network traffic on the specified interface, allowing you to identify network issues. Common mistakes: beginners often forget to use the dump command with the W flag, which writes the output to a file, allowing you to analyze network traffic later. Try this next. Use the Wireshark command to display and analyze network traffic. Pro tip: use the dump command with the S flag to specify the snapshot length, allowing you to capture more detailed network traffic.